How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC, and today we're going to do some updates on gear, some leatherwork prototypes that I have. This thing, I have a lot to talk about today, guys. I have not seen you in a couple of days. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen you since my last video, which was about opening up in terms of life and just the raw struggles we have as humans. And it had no knife content, but somehow that video got 12,000 views. It was crazy. I have no idea why, but that video just went through the roof, and the amount of feedback I got and the responses, they were unbelievable. Between direct messages, emails, texts, comments, thousands of people reached out, sharing their stories, sending prayers, sending good vibes. It was just a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love all of you guys so much. I had no idea that video was going to blow up like it did, and we're just going to keep praying and keep our positivity and keep going. And whenever I have an update for you guys, I will let you know. But we're in better spirits today because I have a number of things I want to show you guys. So first off, what is this thing? Well, I will show you. This is something I have never experienced in my life, guys. Okay, so this is not something I've ever even imagined having, and you can probably see why. I don't even have words, which I'm sure you can tell. I don't have words for this. This is a hunter model from Baby Moon Blades, and Adam and his wife Lisa reached out. They know Dusty, who I work with, and they asked if I would mind testing and reviewing one of their knives. Now, I had not had any knowledge of these people beforehand. I immediately looked them up and I was like, oh my lord, this is a different realm of tool that I have never dreamt of even handling. But they made this. And this is so out of my element that I don't even know what to do with it yet. I have no idea. They want me to beat it up. But they made this for me, and they kind of asked a couple questions, and I told them what I look for in a knife, my little color scheme, and this is what they came up with. So this is a hunter model, Canister Damascus, I think it's called. It's a very specific combination of 52-100 and 1090 with 4% nickel, I think. I don't really know. Guys, this is completely out of my element, obviously. I've never used Damascus. They make this in-house, which I think is incredible. It has vintage micarta scales from 1970, beautiful orange liners. It's like it's something that you just hold and you're just like, oh my goodness. The attention to detail in this is insane. Dude, the jimping, the camera's probably not going to catch it, but they make it smaller as it moves up the spine of the knife. Like, this is what I said to them on the phone. I said, the attention to detail in this knife is out of this world, and imagine if humans gave the same care to each other that you guys put into this knife. Like, imagine how beautiful the world would be if the care and attention and love and passion that went into this we gave to each other as souls. That's what I said. Because this is something I have just never seen in my life. So I am going to use it. I am going to test it. Beautiful. I mean, the sheath, look at this. It's just insane. All of it. The whole package. I can't believe they sent this to me. I just can't. Immediately best friends. Like, love them. Adam and Lisa, you guys are blessed. You guys are incredible. I I don't even know. This is going to obviously have a separate video, but I just wanted to show you guys that to begin with, okay? Secondly, how do I word this? I am very much in motion finding somewhere else to do the leather work. I'm very much in motion being able to get that working far away from here, okay? So, people that have been asking how they can support the channel, I don't want your money. I don't want donations, I don't want money. I want prayers and good vibes and mom's numbers. However, another way you can support the channel, the movement, is putting orders in for leatherwork now that I have the capability of doing that. Beep boop, okay? Again, not sharing a whole bunch of info yet, but we're getting things done. So I have prototypes here. I have 2 prototypes. I am working on sheaths for knives, but I have a slight problem, okay? The sewing machine is not up and running, nor do I know when I will ever be able to actually use that. So everything is hand stitched still, which means I have to stitch it by hand, but also I don't have a drill press or anything to drill through significant layers of leather. So I'm very limited to the weight that I can work with because I have to use the pricking irons to punch through this, and it's all very up in the air right now. But I did manage to make 2 prototype sheaths, okay? This one is for the dart. This one is for knives similar to the dart size, but this is the SE CR 2.5, I think it's called. Yeah, that little thing, the bird and trout knife. I made this knife sheath for that, and I waterproofed it. I drenched it in mink oil and then waterproofed it further just to see, because I want to test these. I want to test all these things right before I get them out in the world. So this one looks really cool, very aged. I did a few things to try to make it look like that. I used my little burnishing wheel on the Dremel to darken some areas on this. You know, just made it look kind of neat. It fits the knife perfectly. Okay, really thick welt on that, 12-ounce leather. But this is one that I made, and then, like I said, we have the dart one too, which is a little different, but not really too different at all. I think what I will do is run a particular shape and then just do different sizes, and they're not going to be for specific knives. They will be for specific knife sizes or like blade length, I guess, because I think it's going to be too much trying to do custom sheaths to knives that I don't have and stuff like that. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys those because I thought they turned out pretty decent for prototypes. They're durable. Really excited to get this one in the pocket and test the waterproofing of the beeswax stuff I put on. But yeah, if you want to support the channel, leather orders, that's all I'm asking for, aside from prayers and good vibes and mom's numbers and maybe chocolates. Leather orders, because I can do that, okay? Now, lastly, I need to get my shit together here, because I used to do reviews after the month of consecutive testing, but then I also had to like sharpen and strop the knife, otherwise I couldn't do the review. The only problem is people are making knives so good now that a month goes by and I still don't have to sharpen or strop the knives, which is mildly problematic. Also very good, but like I don't even have to touch them up. It's wild. We've got some incredible makers, guys, because the fact that I can run a knife for a month, all day, every day, and not have to touch it up is pretty incredible. So it speaks for itself, but I like to see how the steel responds on the stones, what it likes, what it doesn't like, all that, okay? So I'm gonna do a more in-depth review of these splinters, but I wanted to give kind of my final thoughts because I haven't needed to touch either one of these up, and I just want to share kind of my experiences with these because I've been running them for a month. So these are both splinters from Kyle at the Scrawny Lumberjack. This one is in 1095 at 62 HRC. This one is in 10V at 65 HRC. I ran them for a month side by side. We did a lot of testing. This particular one has a video that has a lot of views on it because this knife right here changed my mind. Watch the video about 1095, okay? These have been some of the best knives that I've ever used, and I think for me it's because when I look for a good knife for me, I'm looking for something that's comfortable, and that is the second most important thing to me, other than like how the steel performs. So if a knife is not comfortable, I won't use it. And I'm not looking for like the thinnest, lightest, you know, most modern knife. Like this poor dart here that I have just beaten the crap out of. Oh, I wish it would focus. Come on, it's not gonna focus. This dart is perfect because it melts in my hand, super comfortable, it just easy to maneuver around. I love this thing. But if I'm looking for like long-term use, I will sacrifice a little bit of weight and a little bit of bulk in my pocket if I need to use a knife for an extended period of time, because something like this just feels better in hand when you're cutting for a while. So the Splinter is an EDC knife, but it has the ideology of a bushcraft knife, specifically with the Coke bottle handle. So if you're picky about weight and bulk in your pocket, is this something you want to carry in your pocket too? Probably not. But if you don't mind and you're looking for a real tool, the Splinter is freaking amazing. I have never experienced such a small EDC knife with comfortable ergonomics like this. I've never experienced something like this ever. It just melts in my hand, guys. It's so comfortable to use. I am obsessed with this thing. I wish more people made EDC knives with thicker handles that just fit your hand properly and were comfortable to use, because I think that's why a lot of people don't use their knives. Number one, it's because they don't know how to sharpen them, but number two, it's because they're just not comfortable. And they're all weird looking and robotic looking and fidgety when you boil it down. The knife that you're going to reach for the most is the one that won't fail you and is comfortable. These are exactly that. Also, both of them just performed so insanely well. Like, I've never had good 1095 until I had this stuff from Kyle at 62 HRC, 5000 BTE, thin and slicey. This did incredible in the testing. Blown away. Very similar to high hardness Nitro V in use. There's nothing I would want to change about either of these. They're the same exact knife, obviously. One just has jimping and one doesn't, but I don't know, guys. I mean, if you're looking for a small, comfortable EDC knife that you can also do outdoor tasks with, the Splinter is insane. Like, I could carry one of these for the rest of my life and be happy. And like I said, you know, it depends on what you're going to use it for, right? Because it definitely will take up a little bit of room in your pocket. You can put it on your belt if you can rig it. If you're looking for something just that melts away in your pocket, that's there when you need it, that you're not going to use for like trying to feather stick and stuff, the dart is totally awesome as an EDC knife because it weighs nothing and it's basically like putting a pencil in your pocket that's sharpened. But if you're looking for that comfort level, the Splinter is freaking insane. So, like I said, I will get these to the sharpening stones, really kind of figure them out with that, and then do the full review, because I think my results of comparing 10V to 1095 are also really interesting, and I don't have time in this video because we're already at like 15 minutes. But I did just want to say, like, if you were looking for a cut and dry recommendation, get a Splinter from Kyle. Like, end of story. They're incredible. I've just never experienced something so comfortable in my life absolutely love them. So I think that's all I have for today. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I am alive, I am well, I am okay. Just keep sending prayers, keep sending good vibes. Love conquers all, that's for sure. I will say that. The amount of love that we have in this community is just insane, and I love you guys so much, and thank you for cheering me on. I am cheering you guys on. If you didn't watch that video, go check it out. It's a very beautiful video, I will say that. The one before this. It's a very beautiful video with a lot of beautiful souls in the comments. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for the continuous support on my leatherwork, guys. I really appreciate it. Check it out. Email me. Email is in the description of the channel, or direct message me on Instagram. I love you guys so much. Go use your shit. Man, I really wish this would focus, because I rusted the shit out of this thing and it just won't show. Go use your shit. Learn how to sharpen your knives. I will see you on the next video. I love you so much, fam. Take care.